What's going on, moviegoers? If you're new to the channel, my name is Christian. Welcome to Serial Productions. We got to talk about The Flash, you guys, because The Flash is one of those movies that was on my most anticipated films of the year list. And not only me, but a bunch of other people. Look, this film isn't bad, but it is struggling at the box office right now. I think it's opening less than Black Adam domestically, which is huge, you guys. And it got a lower score on the cinema score, a flat out B. Look, I saw The Flash on Monday, and I do intend on watching it again because I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. I thought it was a lot of fun. I really praised Ezra Miller's performances as both Barry's. He was fantastic. You know, Michael Keaton's Batman was absolutely wonderful. I liked the score, the action sequences. Yeah, the third act was a little messy. The visual effects was probably my biggest pet peeve when I'm talking about this movie because I felt like the visual effects were so incredibly underwhelming and it really took you out of the movie. I have never in my life have been in a movie theater, right? A big action blockbuster film like a comic book movie and was so distraught and so distracted by the bad visual effects. It was so mind-boggling to me. I was like, this can't be real. I was like, this film has been in the works for how long? It's been in post-production for how long? It's been delayed for how many times? And you guys couldn't nail the visual effects? And granted, the director came out, Andy Muschietti, confirmed saying, oh, some of the visual effects were supposed to look like that. And I was like, look, I'm not buying that. I am truly not buying that. We're talking spoilers in this video, so if you haven't seen the movie, go watch the movie, then come back. But, you know, some of the certain scenes of recreating, you know, Christopher Reeve's Superman and, you know, or Nicolas Cage's Superman, it looked terrible. It looked flat out CGI. Like, and I get it, it is CGI, but there were no real elements to it. I was like, shouldn't this kind of look realistic? Like, why does this look like this? And I looked at my friend, I was like, yo, what's going on here? But, you know, that was my biggest crap with the film. But other than that, you guys, I had a great time with the movie. So why is it struggling so much at the box office? Well, DC fans are tired. DC fans don't want to support these movies anymore. They've been let down after movie after movie after movie after movie, and they're just tired of it. And I completely get it, and I understand. And I'm going to talk about what I think are possible reasons why The Flash is struggling at the box office. James Gunn's announcement. James Gunn had this brand new, new slate of him taking over with Peter Safran and them coming up with the whole plan. You know, I think that definitely hurt Black Adam was last year. That hurt Shazam! Fury of the Gods, and that hurt The Flash. Because people are like, well, if he's just going to be rebooting everything and, you know, you're firing Henry Cavill, and Henry Cavill's not coming back, and you're recasting Superman, what about our beloved DC universe? A lot of fans didn't like that narrative. A lot of fans aren't supporting I wouldn't say fans, a lot of Zack Snyder fans aren't supporting James Gunn's new vision of this brand new DCU. They're just flat out not. So that could be struggling, or that could be one of the causes that are definitely hurting this, Flash's box office run. It's crazy to think because I thought this film was going to make $1 billion. I was like, yo, there's no way that this movie doesn't cross the $1 billion mark. I was like, this is going to be a huge success. But I'm like, with The Flash struggling so much, is it even worth Blue Beetle coming out? Blue Beetle is a part of James Gunn's new DC, right? But I'm like, what about Aquaman and Lost Kingdom? I mean, Jason Momoa posted on his social media the other day, he's doing some reshoots. I was like, what's the point? What's the point? What is the point of releasing Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom if it's not going to be part of James Gunn's DCU, right? There's no point whatsoever. I mean, it's not going to be a closeout story for the character, blah, blah, blah. It's just not. So I'm just like, it's kind of frustrating from a fan's perspective, right? Because these films are being pushed out and it seems like there's no love behind these films. Andy Muschietti looks like he had a wonderful time making this movie. You know what I mean? There was so much love. There's so much passion into the Flash movie. It's just, I don't get the decisions that were made during certain scenes with this Flash movie. Like the fact that there were 3 alternate endings, you guys. And we got the one with We got the one with George Clooney, which I lost it. I was like, why would you have George Clooney at the end of this movie? It's not fan service. George Clooney wasn't beloved. George Clooney wasn't liked. Now you believe this big ol' ass question mark at the end of your movie, not closing up what could have been closed. So it's just like, what? What's going on? And the fact that the other alternate endings where you would have had Supergirl, you would have had Wonder Woman, Michael Keaton's Batman, you would have had Henry Cavill's Superman. Like, why wouldn't you have gone with that take? That sounds like a banger. That seems like a more of a closure to your Superman and your Wonder Woman. Like, I don't get the decision of having George Clooney's Batman, Bruce Wayne show up at the end of this movie. I just like, why? It left such a bad, sour taste in my mouth. Because like I said before, there is no love with George Clooney's Batman. You ask anybody about George Clooney's Batman, they're going to say nothing but negative things about George Clooney's Batman. It's the facts, you guys. It's the facts. So what are some other reasons of why this film could be struggling at the box office, other than fans are being tired? Fans are tired of being let down. They want the Snyderverse to be continued. James Gunn's announcement definitely hurt it. Ezra Miller, right? A lot of fans aren't happy with Ezra Miller and his previous actions of what he's done. So they're like, no, I'm not supporting this. Why would I support somebody like this? That could be another cause. There's just so many different elements to why The Flash is struggling at the box office, you guys. I'm curious to know what its second weekend drop-off is going to be. That is going to be huge. That is going to be massive. And like I said, this film is by no means terrible. It's not. It's not. It's very much an enjoyable movie. But, you know, it's kind of sad to see DC go out like this, man. And I'm a little nervous for James Gunn's new DCU. I don't know how it's going to do at this rate. I just don't know. And it's going to be interesting to see, you know, with this up-and-coming Superman Legacy film that starts shooting in January. You know, they had more screen testings this week, and hopefully at Comic-Con, if Warner Brothers is there, they'll have an official announcement of who your next Superman is going to be. But like I said, this DC fandom is so heavily, you know, connected to the Snyder Cut and the Snyder versions and the Snyder universe. It's going to be interesting to see what happens, you guys. But post your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. Why is The Flash struggling at the box office? What's the cause? What's happening? And can DC ever recover from this box office bomb after bomb after bomb? Black Adam. Then you have Shazam! Fear the Gods. And it's now looking like The Flash, you guys. Are you worried for Blue Beetle? And do you even want to see Aquaman 2? Push your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. Peace.